Hi everyone, my name is Kang and I created this video to help people install the Adobe Submittal Stamp into their Adobe file within their C drive. So the first step that you should have done is install this Adobe Submittal Stamp that was listed as an attachment in the Learning Tree post. And the reason you might not see your icon might be different is because I use Bluebeam and this is the default icon for Bluebeam. If you have Adobe, yours is probably white and red. So the first step you should do is install this file onto your desktop, and then now you need to transfer this file into your C drive, which you begin by going to Windows Explorer. Here, we'll just copy this first. I highlighted it and I Control C'd. So now I go to Windows Explorer, and then if I go to the C drive, and then I go to Users, and then I go to my username. Yours will be different depending on what your name is. It's always probably the first initial of your name along with your last name, or if you have a common last name, it's probably going to be the first two letters of your first name and then your last name. If you go in there, and then the next step is go to App Data, and then you want to go to Roaming, then you want to go to Adobe, and then to Acrobat, and then you want to go to 9.0. And from there you go to Stamps. It should be empty here, but if you've created your own custom stamps, there might be a file here that shows, it's going to be titled very differently. It's like an alphabet soup of names that's just really weird, but that doesn't really matter. So what you do from here is then you would copy this Adobe Submittal Stamp into this file. And that is basically all you need to do. The only reason I made this video is sometimes it gets confusing, and for me, having a visual representation really helps to show what I need to do to make this all work. So now I will show you the sample that I created to show you how to actually put this into your submittals. Like I said before, I have Bluebeam as my default PDF viewer, so if I were just to double click this, it would have opened up in Bluebeam. So I need to right click it, and then I would go to Adobe Acrobat 9.0. And as it opens up, this is just a sample I made of a submittal package. So let's say you reviewed it and then you want to put in your stamp to send back to the architect. So what you would do is this right here is the stamp if you haven't used it before, and you just click on it and pull down the drag menu, and then you go to dynamic, because the way I created the submittal stamp, it has a lot of the code is in these forms, so it's really simple. Then you just go down to here, you click on it, and then you click wherever you want your submittal stamp. I'm just going to put it in the center right here. And as you can see, it auto-populates my name and then the submittal number along with the date. This submittal number is going to go straight off of your file name, so it's going to copy exactly what is on here. And right here, your username, if this doesn't populate correctly, you can always change it by going to Edit, and then you go to Preferences, and then right here is where you would want to change your name. Whoops. And just to show you that it works, I'll just change this to Turner. You click OK. I'll delete this real quick, and then we go back to the stamp. There you go. You can see here that it changed the name. And to make sure that this submittal number works, I will open up another package with a different name. It's very similar, but it has a different name. So here I go, the one right next to it, open with Adobe Acrobat 9.0. So this one is our Turner Portland logo, and you can see up here that the submittal number name is different than what it was the previous one. So to test, I go to my stamp, dynamic, down to Turner Construction Stamp, and here we go. You can see that the name has changed because I've changed it. The date remains the same, and you can see that the submittal number now has changed to exactly what this file name is, instead of just the Turner signage package before. Now it's the Turner Portland signage package. So that's basically it. It's the submittal stamp for Adobe, and with the click of a button, you don't have to do any extra work, because what I've seen before is what other people do is they make their stamp and then they would create another text box right here, put in a name, another text box right here, put in the date, and another text box right here, and put in the name of your submittal package. rather than doing all those, you can just click on the stamp button, pin it down, and then with one step you have all this auto-populated. So hopefully that'll save you a couple minutes, and that's what I'm trying to do. So hopefully it works for you. And also I have the Bluebeam version as well, which I've linked to the post. So if you don't use Adobe, then you can always use the Bluebeam version. Feel free to email or call me if you have any questions. It took me a while to actually troubleshoot everything to make it all work like this. So I believe I've seen it all. So if you have a question, please feel free to contact me. All right, everyone. Good luck.